I am obsessed with these chocolates at the moment. They're the best. And if you haven't tried them, you need to try them. Shh. He's just so cute. Oh my god, I can't do it today. I just can't. Oh my gosh, I'm literally not making any sense. Sorry, I just ran upstairs. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a Q&A. I haven't really done like a sit down video where I just like literally just talk to the camera. So I thought it was needed, and I went on Instagram and I sorry, I'm ill at the moment. I just have a bit of a cough. But yeah, so I went on Instagram and I asked people if they had any questions to do with drama school, auditions, musical theatre, Audition, which is the drama school I go to, just life really, like living in London. So I've got a few really good questions and I'm just gonna answer them. I've got my chai tea here. Honestly, this chai tea is incredible. It's from Waitrose. It was £1.31 reduced. It's so good. If you like chai tea or chai lattes, then you should get it because it's so good. And it's like, it's not sweetened, so you put like your own sweetener in it. I just put sugar in it. But yeah, and it literally tastes like proper chai tea. It's really good. Anyway, getting sidetracked. My camera's like shaking on this tripod. Oh, well, hopefully you can't see that. I will just read through these questions and answer them as best I can. I'm not like an expert. I don't want people to think I'm saying like, oh, this is exactly what you do. This is just what I've done. So I'm giving tips, but like they're just what's helped me. So yeah, just a little disclaimer. I'm just gonna get into the questions. Okay, so the first question I have is, what's the most difficult aspect? The most difficult aspect of training in musical theatre is probably just how full on it is. Like, I'm in Monday to Friday at uni, training in singing, dancing and acting, and every day is like really full on. But I mean, I love it. Like, I wouldn't change that at all because that's what the industry is going to be like. So I can't be like, oh no, I just don't want to do much today. Do you know what I mean? That's probably what I would say anyway. How do you find London? So Audition, which is the university I go to, or drama school, that is in central London. So I live in like North London, and honestly I love it. Like, I feel like there's this opinion for people who don't live in London. I feel like everyone's like, oh god, it's so busy, like 24/7, like you can't get anywhere. And like, yeah, it gets busy, but like it's just, that's what happens, I think, when you live in a city. Like sometimes I forget I'm actually in London. Like sometimes I'm just like going to uni, just living my everyday life. I don't know, yeah, it's really nice. And like everything's so close, like it's never far away. If you need to get anywhere in London, like the tubes are so quick and so easy. So I do really love being in London, to be honest. It's quite a nice atmosphere. Next question is, what are some tips for auditions? So I actually auditioned for 2 years to get into drama school. I finished my A-levels when I was 18, I want to say. I can't even remember, it feels like ages ago. But while I was doing my A-levels, I auditioned at different drama schools. I actually didn't audition to Audition. I didn't audition to some of the sort of like top drama schools because I just didn't think I was going to get in. Like, I really didn't have much like belief in myself. So sounds so upsetting. So I didn't even go for like some of the best schools because I was like, oh, I'm not going to get in anyway, which looking back was really stupid because then I was only getting into places that I didn't really want to go to. So that was my first year round of auditions. And then I'm literally going to get to the answer, but this is just taking me ages to get through my life story. So my Second round of auditions, which was last year, yeah, was so much better. I did a foundation course, and I'll get more onto that in some of the other questions because they're a bit more specific, but I was so much more prepared, and I really actually enjoyed my auditions a lot more last year than I did the year before. But some audition tips that I would give is just try really hard to just be confident, because you have to just believe in your ability and believe that you're there for a reason. Like, you've paid to be there. You have every right to just like show off what you have and your talent, and yeah, just be confident, be prepared as well. For example, if you are doing auditions that require monologues, learn your monologues like months and months before. Know them so well that you will not forget them. Same for your songs. Know your songs so well that you eliminate the factor of like forgetting anything. So you only have to think about performing your song, your monologue. Just be yourself, and just try and enjoy it as well. I know it's scary, but just try and enjoy, like, you're doing what you love at the end of the day, else you wouldn't be auditioning. So just show how much you love it, and yeah, that's the tips that I would give. Best advice for preparing for auditions, sort of, yeah, the same thing really. Just make sure you are prepared. Know your songs, monologues, dances if you need one off by heart. Do some dance classes leading up to it, like more than I did on the first round of auditions, because I literally had never done ballet before, and then I had to do ballet classes, and I was like, embarrassing. Just find some classes near you. Just eliminate all the stress factors, basically. That's what I would say is the best preparation. What is the application process like? Okay. So it does, again, feel like ages ago, but I've done it twice, so I should be able to remember. So for schools like that I auditioned for, like Erdang, Bird, GSA, did I apply anywhere else on UCAS? I cannot remember. Oh, and Central. So those four that I applied for, they were on UCAS. So you have to make a UCAS account, just like as if you're applying to any university, find the UCAS codes and all of that, and then apply to them through there. But that means you also need like a personal statement, and like references. So if you're at school, they'll help you sort that out. And then I also applied to Trinity Laban, which was on UCAS Conservatoires. So that was like a separate but basically the same process. But you did have to pay to go through UCAS Conservatoires as well. Then the ones that are outside of UCAS, that's like Mount View, ArtsEd, and they were through the website. So you have to just go onto the website and apply through there. Also for Bird and Erdang, I'm pretty sure you had to apply through the website as well. So there's like 2 separate applications. So it is quite lengthy, but it's all just like admin really. I wouldn't stress about that too much though. And then obviously once you've applied, you'll get an audition date through, and then you go to the audition. And I don't know whether that question was about auditions. I'll just take it as that because I don't think I've been asked that. The ones I went to, they had like a singing part, an acting part, and a dance part. So you would sing your song. Usually it's just one song, but if they wanted to hear 2, then they would hear 2. And they're usually like contrasting songs as well. And then for monologues, you usually have a classical and a contemporary. Some places only want to hear one, some places want to hear both. For dancing, there is usually like different parts to the dance. So like in some of them there'd be like a ballet section and then a jazz section. That's for most of the schools I auditioned for, it was like that, but some only did one type of dance. So yeah, that's the audition process. And then if some of the place ask for recalls, then you'll go to a recall. Some of the recalls are on the day, so you'll just stay, and then they'll see like a bit more from you. Yeah, like it sort of varies about with the different schools that you go to. Obviously I only know for the ones that I auditioned at, but other schools will be different. Next question is, what's your go-to audition song? I really like this question. I feel like I haven't thought about this in a while though, because obviously I just did my auditions for drama school, and then that was that. But I'd say my one go-to audition song, obviously like I said, you usually need a legit song, a contemporary song for drama school auditions. My contemporary song which I loved was So Anyway from Next to Normal. It's not really my playing age at all. The character's a lot older than me, but it really worked for me because I felt like I could really act through the song. Yeah, I really enjoyed singing the song. Like, I didn't feel like, oh god, like that song again. Like, I still to this day really enjoy singing that song. So yeah, that would be my go-to audition song, but I reckon it will probably change like depending on what auditions I'm going to. Next question is worst audience experience. I feel like that might have meant audition experience. I really don't know actually. I can't think of like one bad thing from an audition that like really stands out.
A few moments later.
No, actually I've literally thought of one right now. This is really embarrassing. So this is in my first round of auditions. This literally brings me like stress even thinking about it. And this is like why you should prepare so much, because I was not prepared on my first round of auditions. So, oh my god. I was singing a song in one of my auditions, and really nice song. I had a cut in it. It was like, I'd practiced it, but I don't remember why, but I was like putting it in my folder on the day of the audition, and like I must have put it in wrong, or like the pages were like the wrong way or something like that, but meant that one page was like missed out, and the pianist literally had to stop and be like, this is not in the right order. And I was literally like, oh my god, so embarrassing. Needless to say, I did not get a recall. But that, if anything, use this as a lesson learned to just check over your stuff so much, because best believe the next year of auditions I was so careful about all of that stuff. Like, could not let that happen again. It was mortifying. So yeah, actually that would be my worst audition experience. It was horrific. So the next question I have is, what are you hoping to achieve through this school? Are you looking to go into acting? Yeah, so basically the degree I'm doing at Erdang is professional dance and musical theatre. Yeah, I'm hoping to basically perform on the West End in touring productions. I've got like a few dream roles, but you know, I would literally just love to be in anything, to be honest with you. Another question I have got is it worth it? I feel like the way I said was like I was gonna say no, but of course not. I feel like it is worth it for me and like other people who absolutely love it and like don't want to do anything else, because it literally brings me so much happiness. Like, I wake up every day and I do exactly what I love every single day, and I feel so lucky to be in that position. It is worth it if you know that's what you want to do. I'd say if you had any doubts and just thought like, oh, I don't know if this is for me, like, just don't do it. If you love it and want to do it every day, then yeah, 100% it's definitely worth it. Okay, how much information do you need to know about your monologues and songs? So I feel like I've again already touched on this a little. It is important to know information of your songs and monologues, not because like people might ask you, like they might, but the most important thing is to know about your character and to know about your play that your monologue is from, know about the musical your song is from. Just because you can really connect to the character more if you know what is going on, like the background. I feel like that's quite simple like concept, to be fair. Definitely do choose songs and monologues you love and like enjoy performing. Like, you'll just actually enjoy learning about them. So yeah, it is important to know information. And again, they might ask you questions on it, so it is always good, so you feel just prepared. What's the best training to do alongside A-levels? So As I said, I actually didn't really do training alongside my A-levels because I was like quite stressed about my A-levels anyway, so I just sort of thought, okay, I'll just go into the auditions and everything will be fine, you know. I'd say if you could find a dance school or like musical theatre school that meets on like a Saturday or a Sunday, yeah, that would be really good. That's probably, for me, I would say is the best way to train while you're at sixth form, because obviously it's a lot of work, A-levels, so you probably do feel quite stressed and you probably feel, oh, I've got no time. If you just set aside like a couple of hours for this, for a bit of training, for a bit of like dance on one night of the week, you'll feel a bit more prepared, and then obviously do the work yourself as well. And the final question I have is, do you think taking a foundation year is good? So I actually took a foundation year. So like this time last year, I was on my foundation year, and I was so lucky because there was a really, really good foundation course in Birmingham. So it meant I didn't have to move out of my house, which was really good in my opinion, because I don't feel like I was ready to move out yet. It's called SOT, School of Theatre Excellence. If anyone wants to check that out, I will leave their information down below because they helped me so much. I didn't know the first thing about dance technique really. Again, with like singing and acting, we did so much of it every week, and it was from August till April. So my camera decided to turn off because it was too hot. Never happened before, but okay. Just meant that by the time my audition came around, I felt so prepared, which is why I keep stressing the preparation. Like, you just need to do preparation. You need to go in with so much confidence, just do your best performance. Yeah, so definitely would recommend foundation year if you are like me and feel like you just weren't ready. Like, I know people who didn't even try their first year when they could have auditioned because they just did not feel ready at all, went straight into foundation year, came out feeling completely ready. Everyone's different. Like, a lot of my friends didn't do foundation years, didn't need them, got straight in first year. It really is just all about you and what you feel like you need. But yeah, I absolutely love my foundation course. Also, I've just realised this links to the last question. Alongside A-levels, SOT also do a Wednesday class for people who either are doing their BTECs and A-levels and want a little bit more training on a Wednesday evening. And oh, Oscar. Basically, they have loads of classes, so check them out definitely. Yeah, all my questions are answered now. I hope this is like a little bit helpful to anyone who is auditioning or who is considering auditioning for drama school, because I found that these videos were so helpful for me. I was doing A-levels at a very academic school. I did actually do history, French and politics, so a little bit different. But it just meant that I didn't have anyone to sort of ask. I just had to just make it up as I went along. I'm rambling now a lot, but I hope you found this helpful. And also let me know if there's any videos you want me to film or any other questions you have. Feel free to drop me any messages and I will answer them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. It's a little bit different to my usual videos on this channel, but I actually really enjoy filming these, and like I said, I loved watching these videos when I was going through drama school auditions. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I woke, I spit that on a necklace. I told God I'll be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless.